Good morning, Stampers. This is Donna Betts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Turlock, California. Today, the card I have for you is this cute one using the Daisy Lane stamp set. And here's the stamp set. You can find it in the new catalog on page 23. And they have some beautiful examples here of what you can do. Anyway, let's get started. I'll show you what we're going to do. Using this stamp set, our color palette today is going to be Balmy Blue and Mint Macaron. I'm using the Subtles DSP, and I'm going to be using the gingham pattern. I'll tell you a little story about the gingham. We're going to need some scraps of Whisper White. We're going to stamp all these daisies, and there's a couple on the inside too, so you'll need quite a few. A scrap of Balmy Blue, and then you're going to need a piece of Balmy Blue that is 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to be putting that on our standard card base, which is Whisper White thick, and I've cut this at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 and scored it 4 1/4. Alrighty, let's get started. Oh, we're going to need some tools today. We're going to use our Tombow liquid multi bone folders, snails, dimensional snips, and glue dots. So we'll keep those handy. Let's start the easy one. We're going to use our bone folder, get a nice crisp edge on that. I like to do the inside first. That way, if I mess up, I haven't wasted the entire front. Because people who know me know that straight is not exactly my middle name. This we're going to do in the Balmy Blue. I'll just open that up. And I'm using It's Your Day to Shine. I think that's just a sweet sentiment, kind of an encouragement in sentiment, I think. Alrighty. Then we're going to stamp that. And that looks pretty darn straight to me. Alright. Now, as long as we have our Balmy Blue open, we're going to need to stamp the cute little daisy. We're going to need 12 of these. And this is one of those stamps that is symmetrical for our punch that we're going to use, because the Daisy Lane stamp set and the punch come as a bundle, which means you get to save 10%. And I'm all about saving money because, unfortunately, I don't have a money tree in my backyard. I have a lemon tree that I wish were a money tree. That poor thing puts out lemons year round. Alright, and I'm just going to cut those. Alright, so you're going to do 12 of those. And just because here on my desk, here they are. I went ahead and did those. Okay, so let me close that up because, like any stamper, I'll have my thumb in it if I haven't already. Okay, we're going to take our bone folder here. We're done with this punch. Let me set that aside. And we're going to set 2 aside for the inside. Okay, and we're going to quickly do 5 of them. We're just going to pull the leaves downward. Now, don't pull them off, because then you'll be going, loves me not, loves me. Oh, how many of you did that when you were kids? Oh my gosh. All the flowers I ruined in my mother's garden. Oh well. And I didn't even know who he was. Oh, goodness sakes. Excuse me. I need a sip of water. Okay. So there's 4. This doesn't really take long. It's just a matter of, and I'm not like pulling it hard like you do curling ribbon. I'm just really more bending them. Okay, and then the 5, we're going to go up. And this just adds a little dimension to your card, front of your card. And it'll probably get squished down in the mail. However, you know, once it's got that memory, it kind of wants to come back to it. Okay. And I'm making these for a demonstrator swap that I'm in. So I've made quite a few, and I'll show you the few at the end if we're not running too terribly long on this, because I really meant to do all this before I started. All right, I'm going to use dimensionals, or not dimensionals, my glue dots. Hope I have enough here. And I'm going to take, oops, the one, oh, I didn't want that one. The ones that go up, we're going to just put on here. And then we're going to offset on the ones that go down. So you get a little flower. There. And don't forget to offset them, otherwise they just are not quite as full looking. Now this stamp also coordinates with the large daisy punch that we've had in the catalog for quite a while, but it's kind of nice to get another smaller one. And oops, okay, so I'm going to put on 2 of these, I'm going to put a glue dot, and I'm just going to stick this one up here so I don't get lost. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals. That one's just bone, so we'll use that for the sentiment. Remind me. Okay, we're going to put dimensionals on the back of these. Okay, and we're going to set these aside for the moment. Okay, I'm going to bring in my trimmer. And my balmy blue, I'm going to trim down to 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. My DSP, and this doesn't have a pattern, you have to watch your patterns there. I'm going to cut it down to 5. And then I'm going to cut it down to 4 or 3 3/4. 3 3/4, and that should fit right on there. That gives us a little bit of a nice little trim on the border around that. Okay, I'm going to put that down with my Tombow, my liquid adhesive. I kind of want that all over because we're going to cut it. Okay. And I like the liquid adhesive because it gives me that adjustment time, because Lord knows I need to be adjusted. Okay. I'm going back into my trimmer. You want your left hand top corner on this 1/2 inch mark there on that side of your trimmer. You're going to swing that end down into the channel there and make sure that that's there. Now I like to take my cutting blade and start in the middle on these things that are on the angles like that, because otherwise I tend to ruin the, and I missed it there by a wee bit. Let me just, you know what, we'll cover it up. Okay, then you have this piece, and you could do exactly the same thing with this. In fact, let me go ahead and show you. Yeah, if you put your cutter down here and you go like that, you can wrinkle this part in. That wouldn't be fun. Now that's a nice scrap. We could use that at the bottom of something, maybe around a sentiment or something. So that'll go into my better use it up pile. All right, I'm going to, and you'll see they're both the same. Okay. All right. I think we're done with this primer. Okay, let's bring back in our card base. And I'm going to hold that. Now I'm going to just set this here for kind of a dry fit. Now, my fern I'm going to do in mint macaron. Okay. Oops. And I just going to do a few of these. All right. All right. And I just kind of want to get an idea where to start. And I'm going to stamp once and then stamp off. This gives a little dimension to your card. Just to so it's not all just one-dimensional here. I think I'm going to stamp here and then come back here with a full one, maybe one in between. Okay, and we want to make sure that we're not. All right. Okay. All right, now we're going to come in with our leaf punch right here. And I'm going to use but I had it here on the table. And I don't. Okay. So we'll just get another piece, and there it is right there. Okay, this is the other one of the other subtle packs, and I want words, but I don't want them upside down. I think that'll be okay. We're going to punch out 3 of those. Okay. Close that up. Okay, I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to just give these a little dimension, just kind of fold them like that. Now I could use my take your pick tool or my pokey tool, which I still have. I love my pokey tools. But this works just as easy and just as fast. So we're going to do that to all 3 leaves that we've punched out. All right. So back with our liquid glue, and I'm going to put that on there, and then my child even. Okay. All right. And we're going to stick this on, and we want it straight as we can get it. There, that's good. Okay, now our flowers are 3 with the dimensionals. What I kind of do is because I want to put this one in the center first, and I want it kind of in line, and that looks like it's in line. I want to just dry fit these first. Now these we can get as close as we want to, but remember this is the card base. We don't have a layering piece under there, so we don't want too much hanging over because it'll just get crushed. And then our two last of my glue dots. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down because they look like they're in a pretty good spot. I was going to tell you a little story. When I looked at this and started thinking about the daisies, back in the day, like way back in the day, I had a swimsuit. It was blue gingham. And the straps on it were daisies. Yeah, and it was a bikini, so it had it around the waist and in the bodice, you know, they wear the straps. So, but anyway, back in the day when I could wear a bikini. I know my kids are going, Mom, you never wore a bikini. It wasn't a thong, it was a bikini. Big difference in my book. But, okay, and then I'm going to stick one of these, I think right coming down there like that. And then one like that. And just a little bit of Tombow goes a long way on this. I'll stick that one right there. Now I'm going to do my sentiment while that's drying. Okay. Let's find my sentiment stamp. Here it is. And we're going to come back in with the Balmy Blue. And this one says Smile. I'm going to stamp it right there. Oh, that's so pretty. Love that font. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my punch. My pretty label punch, maybe? I think. Okay. And then we're going to cut that out. And I want to make sure that that smile is between these two really pretty well. Maybe come down to here. Okay, I'll push that out. And then we're going to come punch out a Balmy Blue. Okay. Now comes the tricky part. I'm going to come back in with my trimmer. And I'm going to line these up. I took the blue, set it behind. Now I'm going to set this on this one little line. Can you see that right there? That's, I think, the 1/4 inch mark. And I want to make sure that these points are on the other side. Then you're going to hold it really tight because it's going to want to turn. Just poke myself with that thing. Okay. Because my blades are getting dull, it's not cutting through the two like it should, but it will. Stampin' Up! For those of you who don't know, Stampin' Up! Has had issues with the manufacturer of our Stampin' trimmer here, and mostly the blades. The rest of it is a wonderful piece of equipment, but the blades have not always been as sharp and to Stampin' Up! Standards. And well, we're sorry to see, you know, it go. I'm sure Stampin' Up's going to come back with something wonderful. They always do. Alrighty. Now, oops, almost cut the wrong one in half. Okay, I'm just going to trim this in half. Right there. Maybe. I'm going to take my snail. There's a demonstrator out there who knows what the snail. It's an acronym, I guess, for super neat something or other. But I call it snail because it leaves a slimy mess after. Anyway, I'm just going to line that up, give it just a little bit of a border on the edges there on both sides. And just about like that. And looks like I messed up there. I'm just going to come in with my snips and take a whisper. Okay. All right. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this because we need dimensionals. Oh, I was going to use this bone so well. There we go. I'm going to bring our card in. We're going to put a little bit of snail right there. We're going to take this other leaf that we punched out, take the dimensionals off, set that right there. I think I want my leaf a little more, maybe more like that. There we go. And once you're happy with where it's at, just place it down. Now, you know it's got to have bling. And I've gone ahead and I've used my Balmy Blue Dark alcohol marker. This is our Stampin' Blends. And I've colored these Faceted Gems. And I think they came out pretty good. But if you're new to stamping and you don't have a lot of supplies and stuff, you can get at Walmart or at any stationery store Sharpies in a rainbow of colors. And you can see this one is almost the same color. It's a little bit off, but you know, who says you have to put the blue in there? You could put orange, you could put yellow, you could put pink if you wanted. Anyway, so don't feel like you have to have the Stampin' Up. Of course, I would like you to buy these from me, but you know, that's a whole other story. So I'm going to take, these are the Faceted Gems in the catalog. And you could use any rhinestones, and I think on a couple of them I did use rhinestones, the others that I'm going to show you. And I went ahead and colored these with off camera so that, you know, coloring on camera is sometimes a little boring for the people not doing it, but not always. I enjoy watching other people color on camera because I'm a lousy colorer. And I just, I had a little rhinestone I was going to put on the eye, but I don't know where it disappeared to. So we'll just have to get another one out with my little rhinestone packets here. And I'll just take one of these. And it won't take but a second. Okay, now we have these other two daisies, and we're gonna just put them down here at the bottom. And because these are in the inside, I don't want them standing up. I just kind of want them lying down here. Okay. And again, you don't need much Tombow on this because it is a sticky glue. Just get some on your fingers. That'll let you know. All right. So there it goes there. We'll let that dry. And then, no naked envelopes is my motto. We're going to stamp the envelope. Yikes. Okay. Come back in with the macaron and a piece of scratch paper. And we're just going to do that, I think. And then we'll come in with the only blue and our daisy stamp. And we're going to put that there. And then I'm going to try, I may hate this. Oh, actually I like it. Okay. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, just hit the little subscribe button and you'll be notified when I do a new video. Anyway, thank you again so much. Bye now.